Okay, the first thing we're going to cover, the first phrase we're going to cover is موصوف صفة. موصوف صفة. Okay, this is, you can say, adjectival phrase. Okay, what does this mean? The موصوف, that which is being described, and the صفة is the describer, or sometimes this is translated as attribute. Okay, it's actually very simple. Remember that chart we did where we covered all the different properties? It's somewhere here. Right here, look at this. Amazing. Okay, remember these? These are back. If in a scenario where all of these for two nouns are the exact same, what happens? It is considered an adjectival phrase. It is موصوف صفة. Okay, so let's do an example of this. Let's take a wise boy. Okay, so this statement is, in its qism, in its definiteness, indefinite. Okay, that means both nouns have to be indefinite, and its plurality, and its adad, it is singular, so both of the words have to be singular. And its jins, and its type, its gender, it's going to be masculine. Both have to be masculine, and its i'rab have to match. So what does that look like? So waladun, no alif lam because we said it's going to be indefinite, tanween because indefinite, and hakimun, a wise boy. So now you see that, okay, both are tanween, both are indefinite, both are masculine, and both are singular, and both have the marfu state. Okay, and therefore it's going to be translated as a wise boy. This is a phrase. This cannot be an entire sentence. If you go back to our simple nominal sentence, you will recall that the example we gave was al-waladu hakimun. And we said this is, the boy is wise. Now, these look really similar. However, are all the conditions here being met? Let's check it out. Okay, so for this sentence here, are the i'rab both marfu state? Yes, that is fine. Are they both masculine nouns? Yes, it is. Are they both singular? Yes, it is. They are, sorry. And are they both definite or indefinite? Do they match? And here, this one fails. This fails. Right? Why? Because al-waladu, it is specific. It's the boy. And here, because if it's specific and it's al-waladu, it can't be an adjectival phrase. They all have to match. All four properties have to match. If they don't, here you have a really similar phrase, or a really similar construction, which results in a sentence, which is the boy is wise. So just be careful of this because they're really similar. You can easily confuse these. But then the concept is very similar. If all four properties match of two nouns, then it is an adjectival phrase. And these can tolerate a long distance relationship, so it's not necessary that both these words have to be right after the other. there can be distance between the two. Okay, distance. But we won't get into that right now. You actually know examples of this already. Like we did the ayah of wudu in Surah Ma'idah, and the discussion is there because you'll see the word taking a long distance adjective. Okay, also when you're translating, obviously the word in Arabic, the that which is being described is coming first. Versus in English, you're gonna translate it with a description first. That's just how it is. That's just convention of the language. You're not gonna say a boy wise. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do some more examples. So if you feel confident in what we talked about already, you can just move on. We'll do some more examples. Okay, let's do. We will do a feminine example. Okay. So, if I wanted to say that the Muslima, the female Muslim, she is righteous. Salihun, yes, is this correct? Let's check it out. Let's look at the qism. Definiteness. Muslimatun, salihun. Clearly these are both indefinite and therefore they work. Adad, are they both singular? As far as we know, these are both singular. I'rab, they both are marfu', therefore they're fine. However, in the jins, the type, let's look at this. Muslimatun, this is clearly feminine, you have a ta marbuta. Here, however, you don't see that here. Therefore, you have to rectify this. Okay, cool. Rectify this. And there we have it. Now, this is a complete phrase. Cool, right? Easy. Let's get into a little bit more complex examples. Let's do okay, let's look at this. Here we have let's look at the qasm. So talhatu, there's no alif lam here. So shouldn't this then be tanween? What's going on? Well, this is someone's name. It's a proper noun. Therefore, it is going to be definite. So then to rectify this, we also have to make this definite. So this has to be at-tawil. Okay, you have to have the alif lam to make this definite. It has to match this qasam. Next you have adad. This is singular and this is singular. Therefore, it is both fine. The jins and the i'rab is marfu', both of them are marfu', they both have dhamma, therefore it is good. And the jins, clearly this is ta marbuta, so this is probably supposed to be feminine as well, right? Do you see the ta marbuta here? No, you don't. Why is that? Because this is a masculine name, and we said that even though this takes it visually, it doesn't actually affect its gender. These are actually both fine. Okay, these are both fine. Let's talk about something else. Let's say, what's a good example? So we talked about how in class you mentioned this. I actually forgot to mention in this the plurality video, but when you have something that is a broken plural or something that is غير عاقل, not intelligible, they are treated regardless. They are treated as singular feminine. Singular feminine. So didn't we say that the body parts are treated, those are in pairs, as singular feminine. So let's say I put yadun. Okay, so a hand. Now I want to say a hand, a small hand. So what seems to be correct would be this. Sagirun, right? Because singular, both are masculine, everything's shell visually. However, we know that this is treated as a singular feminine noun. This is a bad example because it doesn't cover what I just said. But for example, if you had kutubun here, books, that's a broken plural. Or if you had something that's non intelligible, which is basically not angels, not jinns, and not human beings. Anything beyond that, in a plural state, will be treated as singular feminine. So this actually has to be saghiratun. So the significance of this is that even though it has certain connotations, like for you, a hand is a singular masculine, for example, but because we have to treat it how it is understood in the language, and these are treated as singular feminine, even if you bring multiple of these. So even if you said yadani, for example, would still result in saghiratun. Okay, and that concludes our video for Mawsuf Sifa.